Hey there YouTubers, Tom here from Tom's Test Kitchen, and today I'm going to make a shrimp boil. And I've got me some mushrooms here. I've learned from several other experts you want mushrooms in your shrimp boil. Got some fresh sweet corn, got 1.5 pounds of fresh shrimp, and I've got 12 ounces of a Cajun smoked sausage that I really like this brand. Got some crawfish and shrimp and crab boil, some Old Bay seasoning, some red potatoes, and a lemon. So let me get this prepared, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. It's going to be a little different. Now here's how I'm going to do my shrimp boil. I know it sounds odd. I'm going to do it in the crock pot. You might say, Tom, how come you don't do your shrimp bowls like Smoky Ribs or Space Cowboy TX or Root Boy? You know, they do it the traditional way. Well, this is for a contest for Crockpot and they wanted recipes, original recipes, and I thought this would be a good idea. And one of the differences that I'm going to be doing with the Crockpot, I mean, you could just say, yeah, you could just throw a bunch of stuff in the Crockpot and then call it a recipe. But the method that I'm going to use, I'm using these slow cooker liners from Reynolds. And what I've decided to do is take one of those liners and locate the bottom, which is this, you can see because it's been sealed across the bottom, and then fold it up like this, because what you want to do is cut into that, and make sure you cut all the way through, because now what you've done, you've cut holes all through the bottom, and that kind of defeats the purpose of these things. But for this purpose it's perfect, because this is going to become the basket for this shrimp boil that I'm going to pull up out of there and drain. Like such. Okay, got my basket in there, so I'm just going to add some water. Just going to add a little bit for now. Let me get my seasonings in there. Okay, I've got a cup, or a 1/4 cup of sea salt, because you want this to be really salty. From what I've heard, you want to be like salty like the sea. So I've got that, and then I've got a 1/2 cup of the crawfish, shrimp, and crab boil. Just add that right in. And then I got 3 tablespoons of Old Bay seasoning. I'm just going to give that a quick stir. And I've just turned my crock pot on a few minutes ago to low, because I like to kind of get a head start on that. Boy, it smells good. Okay, what's going in this? Oh, we've got a lemon. Squeeze. Whoa, slippery buggers. Rinse that off. I don't believe in the 5-second rule. Okay. Got our spuds. There's 6 of these red potatoes. I forgot to mention, this is a shrimp boil for 2, so that's going to be 3 potatoes each. And then we've got some mushrooms. You got to try mushrooms in your shrimp boil. And then I've got that Cajun smoked sausage. Just cut up into pieces like that. Ooh, I hear that thunder rumbling. I got some fresh sweet corn. You could use frozen if you want, but I really like the fresh when I can get it. So just make sure everybody's down there in the hot tub, getting happy in the hot tub. I'm just going to leave this like this. I'm not going to add any more water to it because I'm going to let this go on high. So I'm going to switch it to high. I'm going to let this go for 3 hours. 3 hours on high. And then I'll check back with it and see if it's ready for the shrimp. Yeah, this should be plenty of room for the shrimp because I got 1.5 pounds of shrimp that's going to go in there. So, meet me back here in 3 hours. Stay tuned. Okay, I actually had to jump this up 4 hours, so this is a total of 4 hours. And I did have to split those potatoes because, man, those things were taking forever. They were still hard as a rock. So got everything ready. So now let's add our shrimp. I've got 1.5 pounds of shrimp here. Fits perfectly. Just gonna get that down in there. So I'm gonna set this for 30 minutes and then those shrimp should be done. Be back then. Okay, just cause you do your shrimp boil in the crock pot doesn't mean you have to not enjoy the experience of a Louisiana shrimp boil. So let's see if this is going to work. The whole idea was to poke holes in here in this crock pot liner so that I could easily lift this out and drain it. And lo and behold, looks like a charm. Look at that. We got all this goodness back here. Okay, traditionally you just turn it out on a table like this. And there you go. Look at that. Looking mighty fine. So let's see how we did. Okay, we got our shrimp bowl here. Let's see how these shrimps turned out. And these suckers are hot. Really good. Damn, that's good. Try these mushrooms. These are my favorite. Like Troy says, they're little sponges. Or Russ. Russ says they're little sponges. Try some of this potato. I actually had to break these in half because they were taking a long time to cook. That's perfect. This Cajun sausage. Perfectly done. That's definitely a success. Shrimp bowl in the crock pot.